All right, so this is going to be really off the cuff, but I was just working out the 8 bars that happen at the 57-minute mark on our last arrangement session with David. He had posted the video. When I would watch that, and he just played that at what he played at 57 minutes, I was just completely blown away. So I knew right then, I was like, well, when this posts, I'm going to have to transcribe that because it's absolute genius. And as I was going through the process, I thought, you know, there's a really good chance that there's people on the forum that haven't done much of this, taking stuff off. And because, you know, with YouTube and all the things that are out there, if you hear something and it really kind of twists your ear, catches you, and you're able to transcribe it, well, you can increase your repertoire considerably. So, you know, take it for what it's worth. And it's very much one guy's opinion or approach, by far not saying this is the right way or anything. This is just what I do. So I'm going to give you the insight. So at 57 minutes, this killer line happens. You can then and that's it. Well, can you tell I've watched this a few times, right? So what I do first is I work out the melody. So I hear the melody as this. So I loop it. Now, two things. First, that you'll figure out when you transcribe it that it's an A minor chord. Has an A minor ever sounded so good? But it's literally the notes of the A minor chord, which that's great, right? I mean, you've got that. And killer. So, and secondly, slow it down and loop that segment. That's why I just picked that, because it gets to a point where you can then repeat it and you figure out, like, where's the first piece that I can use as a bite-sized chunk that I can repeat over and over again. Once you've got the melody, you notice he plays it over the bass line of an A, and then he switches to an F sharp. And you can actually see, you can watch it and watch his fingers. You see where he transitions from one to the other if you don't hear that. So you work that starting with that bass. And then on the, that's where it starts A again. So loop that. And slow it down as slow as you need to go. It's much easier to see where the bass transitions when you slow it down. And then you go to the next little section. What does he do over the next 2 bars? Let's listen. And the cool part of that is where the chords come in. So you work out those grips. It does that. Those 2 chords that happen, you work out the grips of those after the melody. So figure out the melody, work out those 2 grips, and add that. And now you've got, you know, 4 bars that you loop and loop and loop and slow it down. And it's a process. It takes a lot of time. But the great thing, probably the most important thing, is that once you've worked it out and you've got it rock solid and you've played it 1,000 times and you can play it in your sleep, when it comes out while you're playing and someone goes, "Oh my God, man, what was that?" You go, "What?" And then you say, "Oh, I don't know, man. I was just playing. I can't even remember what I did there."